Brian, looking at a little bit firmer corn soybean market here this morning. Wheat looks like we're seeing maybe some spread unwinding.
We are seeing some of that. I think you're exactly right. It's not a lot of fundamental news that's fresh and giving us any type of movement this morning. It does seem like we're unwinding a little bit of some spreads, seeing a little bit of an uptick led by soybeans despite really good weather and weather forecast for South America. Harvest is ongoing in northern Brazil and uncovering record-type yields, but yet we don't see much in the way of U.S. demand trends. In fact, we're slowing down our exports, and soybeans are trying to rally off of the Monday night lows. So it might have something to do with option expiration as well on Friday when the March grain options go off the board. We tend to kind of do a little bit of position going into that report, then trade weaker going into deliveries, and then usually have some sort of a rally afterwards. Now, we've had a big rally in corn. We've had a nice rally in wheat off of short covering. And the soybeans, the funds are already net long, not a huge net long position, but as long as the technical trend stays firmer in those markets, we would expect grains to stay fairly strong as well.
Sure. All depends on demand, I guess, and if the funds want to stay there, huh?
Yeah, that's really what it's going to get down to is the technical trends. If the funds following the trend of the market, if they continue to push higher and make new highs, the trend stays strong, they'll continue to be buyers. And really, yeah, if demand, which for corn has been very phenomenal, soybeans has been decent, but it is starting to show some slowdowns. A little bit of a seasonal slowdown is in order from now into the spring time frame. And wheat has not seen all that great of demand, but we are hearing a lot of talk about maybe an end to the Ukraine-Russian war. And if that's the case, maybe we'll see Russia not continue to dump cheap wheat on the markets, on the world marketplace, because they don't have to finance their war any longer. So maybe that's going to help out our wheat market to rally is an end to the war.
Sure. I was almost wondering, too, if maybe spring wheat was maybe trying to firm up a few acres or something with that being a little higher than the rest of the wheats.
Yeah, you really think that's certainly a possibility. We've had some of these markets really take off and rally because of the border situation, the tariff situation with Canada. And spring wheat may fall into that category as well. With we import spring wheat out of Canada a little bit anyway, and some oats as well as bean oil. So all those markets kind of got a little boost when we thought we may not import as much because of tariffs against Canadian products.
Yeah, for sure. Livestock side, what's happening there?
Well, we're starting to see a bit of a bounce in the cattle futures, which is badly needed. We're badly oversold. Cash trade looks, no better than really steady this week, maybe lower. And until we get the cutout values to respond and trade higher and heal some of these negative packer margins, we think the cattle market's still going to remain in some trouble. We just, news was so bullish for a while. Now it's so bearish, and things can change pretty quickly. Cattle on feed report is Friday. I'm looking for slightly smaller on feed supplies, but we really have to heal the fundamental picture, including packer margins, higher cutout values, if we're going to stage another big higher. So we've got a big liquidation. Maybe that's enough of a liquidation phase for now.
Sure. Anything else we should be aware of?
Looks like Texas wheat ratings down just a little bit. They're starting to do weekly ratings, and also downgrade of the Argentine corn production estimate by the Buenos Aires Grain Exchange. So some of these crops still maybe struggling, especially in Argentina where it's been fairly dry. They've had some rains that we thought would at least stabilize some of the production numbers for both corn and soybeans.
All right. Thank you much. Appreciate it.